In today's video, we're going to be creating the services we offer slide as well as the why choosers slide in our job agency template in PowerPoint. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with a blank slide. So I'm going to come over to new slide and create a new blank slide. Next, we're going to insert a text. So I'm going to go to insert and I'm going to select text box. Let me go to my notes so that I can grab my text. We are currently working on services we offer. So I'm going to copy this, come to my slide, paste my text. Select the entire text box, change the font to Montserrat, and size is 44. Change the alignment of the text to center and align this text to the center of the slide. Let's see here, we may have to move it, who knows. I'm going to now insert a shape. I'm going to come over to shapes and I'm going to use this shape, which is this one, the rounded corners rectangle, and I'll just insert it. Let's change the, you can either change the fill to white or remove the fill. Let's remove the fill. So I'm going to go over to fill, select no fill, shape outline. Let's change the color to this blue color. If you are joining us for the first time, the details for this color is going to be in the description box below. I'm going to go over to the outline again, go over to weight, and we're going to make the weight 2 and 2 1/4. And I'm going to select this again. Let's change the dimensions. Height is going to be 11.5 and width is going to be 5.5. And I'm just going to bring it. Let's see here. I may have to move it later, who knows? But for now, let's just place it here. Next up is going to be another shape. I'm going to go over to shapes and I'm going to select this one where we have top corners rounded. So I'm going to insert this one. What we're going to do is just change the fill to that blue color, and for outline we are going to select no outline. I'm going to change the height to 5.75, and what I'm going to do is hold shift down, rotate it this other direction, just align it to the edge of this rectangle, expand it so it covers the entire width of this one, then bring it down like this. Next is going to be a circle or an ellipse. I'm going to go to shape, select oval, and I'm just going to insert this here. We can just leave it as it is. It's currently 2.54 as default. Let's leave it like that. Let's go over to fill, make the fill white, shape outline, make it that blue color, and I'm going to align it here like this. So the middle of the rectangle is aligned to the top of that curved rectangle and also aligned in the center of both rectangles. Next up is a text box. So go over to insert text box and this is going to be 01. Select the entire text box and I'm going to change the font to Montserrat. The size is going to be 36. Make it bold. Change the alignment of the text to center. And I'm going to increase the width of this to make it easier because we're going to reuse this. So I just want to increase it so it will be able to accommodate other numbers. Finally, we have 2 more text boxes. So go over to insert text box. I'm going to grab my text. This text is going to be in the description box below. I'm going to copy and then I'm going to paste. Select the entire thing. It's currently Aptos body. We're going to leave it like that. Change the size to 24, make it bold, and I'm going to expand it like this so it goes across the entire width of the rectangle. change the alignment of the text to center. I'm just going to grab it also and just maybe bring it down, or maybe that position was good. All right, one more text box. I can just hold Control and Shift to create another one. Can't really see this one for now. No worries. Let's change the font color to white. It's going to stay Aptos body for the text, the font name, the font. Change the size to 18. Remove the bold, and let's grab the body text for this card. I'm going to copy this, select all of the text, and then paste. Okay, this placement of the text looks all right to me. If you want to move it around, you can. I'm going to now select all of this, Control G to group, and we have this card that we can now reuse for our other cards. Now select this card, Control and Shift to create another copy while also keeping it aligned, and I'll just create more copies till I have a final one. So I'm just going to focus on this one having equal spacing on this side and this side. Now I'm going to select all the groups, go over to Arrange, Align, and we're going to distribute horizontally so that they all have equal spacing. Now we can modify this to add the content. I'm going to start with this one. So let me just change all of this to 3, 4, and 5. Next up is going to be the text content. So I'm just going to come over here, copy, and then select everything and paste. Grab the body text, select all of it, come over here, select everything, paste. Next is this one, copy, select, paste. Next, this one, copy, and I'm also going to select and paste. Next, copy this one, career coaching, paste, grab the body text, final one, I'm going to select this, copy it. This one will have to change the size of the text on this top section because it's a bit larger. So select the entire text box, change the size to 20, and I'm also going to have to move it, let's see there. Let's grab the remaining text. I'm going to copy this and then paste. And yeah, that's it for these cards. Let's now move on to the next slide. I believe that's the Why Choose Us or Why Choose CareerConnect, and then we can come back and add our animation and transitions. Let's create a new blank slide. I'm going to go to the Insert tab and we're going to insert a text box. I'm going to copy this text and paste. Select the entire text box, change the font to Montserrat, and we are going to make the size 44. And I'm going to increase the width so we have the entire thing on one line. I'm going to now bring this, let's say, around here. Next is going to be, let's insert a shape. So I'm going to go to shapes and I'm going to use, where is it? I think it's in the flow charts, this shape again. So I'm going to insert and I'm going to hold shift and rotate, and I'm just going to increase the height like this. Let's change the, since I've rotated it, we're going to change the height to 14, and I'm going to bring it here, and over and rotate, I'm going to flip horizontal. Now we have this issue that this part is overlapping our text. That's fine. Let's change the fill for now. Let's go to fill, select fill, use the blue color, go over to outline, and we're going to have no outline. While this shape is selected, come over to this section that says edit shape, and then we can edit points. And now I'm going to move this point so that we can now see the remaining of our text. So I'm just going to make sure it's okay if it comes out even a little bit. It's going to, it's not going to show up in your final slide, but I'm just going to move it like this. Escape, and I've edited a shape. Next up is going to be text. I'm going to just select this text, Control and Shift so it stays aligned, and I'm going to create a copy. Let's change this font back to Aptos, not Aptos display. I want it to be just Aptos, and size is going to be 24. Let me just reduce the width of this for now. Let's go and grab our text. I'm going to copy all of this, select the entire text, paste, select the text box. Let's make it bullet points. Now I'm just going to move it up. I'm just going to reduce the width a little bit more. Let's have this. Finally, we're going to insert an image. Let's go over to insert pictures, and we're going to select stock images, and I'll just give this a moment. We're going to search for workers, and you can pretty much select any image you want, or I want a specific image in my case, and I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to insert. Just give it a moment for it to download. I'm going to change the width of this image to 15 cm, and then I'm just going to grab it, align it to the middle of our slide, and just move it to, so this edge is on the middle of the slide. And yeah, maybe I could even, I want this two to be aligned. They're already aligned. I was thinking of moving because of this piece. I'm just going to leave it like that. It's fine. Anyway, that's it for this one. Let's go back to slide number 4 and apply our animations to these cards as well as the text in the next slide. I'm going to go over to animations, select the object I want to animate, which is this one first. It's going to float in, and I'm going to go over to start, and it's going to be with previous. Select this one, same thing, float in, and this time it's going to be after previous for start. I'm going to select the object again, double click the animation painter, select this one, and then this one. I'm going to click on escape so that I can close that dialog. Next is going to be this. We're going to select this text box, and once again it's going to be float in, and I'm going to select with previous is going to be the start. Go over to effect options, and we are going to use by paragraph. And that is what we have to avoid the same issue we had before. We have this number, so what it means that each one is now animated individually. So if I select this one, you see that the start is with previous. If I select this one, it's still on click. So this is going to be after previous for the next one, after previous, and finally we have after previous. Okay, next up is our transition. I could just apply the transition now to this one. The fade, I'm going to use fade, and we're going to increase the duration to 2 seconds. And I'm also going to go back to slide 4, and it would seem that it was applied to both of them. I just wanted to check. Anyway, that's it for this one. Let's see our presentation so far in the slideshow. Let's come over here, start our slideshow, and there we go. We have it didn't. Let me see. Okay, I actually didn't add the animation. I was wondering why it was, because I was seeing the duration and things like that. I actually didn't apply the transition. All right, back to the slideshow. I'm going to run it. Now we have our transition, and then we are going to have these cards coming. You can use the flying uh, effect. The flying effect is similar to the float in, but you have the entire object coming, not this one where it's coming like it's appearing into your screen or your slide. Let's move on to the next one, and I'm going to move on to the next one, and we're going to have our text animation. All right, that is it for these two slides. If you want to watch the other parts of this series to create the other slides for this template, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the links to those videos or the course playlist, or you could also click on the playlist on screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.